Yo, what's up, sports bettors? Really great day. First of all, it's Friday. Second of all, PrizePicks is doing boosted payouts for flex plays. So I went through, they're boosting every single flex play, 3, 4, 5, 6. I figured out what's mathematically optimal. And long story short, it's 5 or 6 flex today. 5 or 6 flexes are what you want to be going with for this promo on PrizePicks, which makes it a lot easier to find profitable bets on PrizePicks. So let's go ahead, let's get into some of my picks. So my first pick is going to be right here. This is from a tool. I'll zoom out a bit. It's called the OddsJam Odds Screen. So you just go to Screen and then you go to Odds Screen, right? And the way this tool works is pretty simple. It shows you line movements. You can see them highlighted in green and red. But more importantly, it gives you a complete view of the entire market, right? So for NBA player rebounds, what's crazy about sports betting is all these books, right? They try to set lines independently. So what you're going to notice is PrizePicks, right? They have Derek White's rebound line at 4. Underdog Fantasies at 4.5. All of the sports books also have White's rebound line at 4.5. So you can see here, we have slightly, we end up reading in a few different sports books a couple times because Caesars, Tennessee, they have different, odds from one another. You can see Caesars, Tennessee has a bit more VIG baked in. But long story short, every single sportsbook has White's line at 4.5 rebounds. The other fantasy sites like Underdog have White's line at 4.5 rebounds. PrizePicks is at 4, right? So PrizePicks is too low relative to the rest of the market, so we want to take the over. PrizePicks is too low. They're at 4. All the other books are at 4.5, so we want to take the over 4 on PrizePicks. So this is the first play I went with. Again, just hunting for value in the market. So, Derek White is a clear line discrepancy. PrizePicks is at 4. All the books are at 4.5. We want to take White's over. Whereas you look at Jaylen Brown, all the books have Brown's line at 6.5 rebounds. There's no major discrepancies in the odds. There's no value. PrizePicks and Underdog, they all have his line at 6.5. There's no value. As a sharp bettor, you're just looking for value in the market. Jason Tatum, all the books have his line at 9.5. There's no value. Don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So long story short, first pick I went with in my entry is Derek White over 4 rebounds. So then I ended up flipping over to the OddsJam fantasy screen. So this is a new tool. It's actually free to use right now. It's 100% free on OddsJam. It's been free for like a month. It's in beta mode, so we're just testing it, adding features, stuff like this. And what this tool shows you is essentially, based on sportsbook odds, what plays are most likely to hit. So you can see here for Michael Kopech, all the sports books, right? FanDuel has his over 4.5 strikeouts super juiced. Most sports books don't have it that favored, but kind of, all the books have his over 4.5 Ks pretty heavily favored. So this is a great play to include in our PrizePicks entry. So today on PrizePicks, because of the promo, because they're boosting your payouts, you only need to win, which is pretty crazy, right? You only need to win a little over 52% of your picks to be profitable on PrizePicks. Right? With the boosted payouts, if you're hitting your plays at, let's say, 53% in a 5 flex, your ROI with the boosted payouts would be 6.7%, right? So you're literally just looking for plays that are hitting 53, 54, 52.5% of the time, right? If you're hitting at a rate of 52.5% of your picks, you're still going to be profitable with this promo. So all we want to do is use OddsJam and take all the plays that have over a 52% chance of hitting. So usually some of these plays, like Sam Reinhart, for example, under 2.5 shots on goal, all the sports books have his under favored, but it's not super heavily favored. It's just slightly favored, right? His under is favored, juiced to about minus 130, minus 132 on the sports books. So his under is the favored outcome, but it's not like it's minus 150. It's not like it's a massive favorite. So you usually wouldn't want to include Sam Reinhart under 2.5 shots on goal in your PrizePicks entry. But today, with the promo, any play that's hitting over 52% of the time is going to be profitable. So you can basically take a ton of these plays from the fantasy screen, which is currently free to use. It's in beta mode. Obviously, the more profitable plays you want to go with first. So Aaron Gordon, over 22.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. All the books have his over heavily favored. Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world, they have his over at minus 159. So it's very rational sports betting. I mean, I say this all the time. But sportsbooks, they tell you win probabilities through their odds, right? All the books have his over heavily favored for Gordon, so that's a great play to go with in your PrizePicks entry. So here's what I ended up going with. I'm going to have a bunch more plays on Twitter, so feel free to follow me there. Also, I'll include this spreadsheet in the description, kind of breaking down the math behind the promo. But I'm on Jeff Green under 8 points, Gordon over 22.5, points plus rebounds plus assists, White over 4 rebounds, Kopech over 4.5 Ks, Elder over 4.5 Ks. 5 picks to turn 350 into 47.25 with the boosted payouts for this promo. Let's make money.